Hi there. So we've got Kubler-Ross's grief cycle. Um, I'm going to put a photograph of a blank one, so you can take that and print it and perhaps look at how you are coping and managing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just do an example of how this nice simplified version actually works in real life. So we have the change. Something happens, or we're told something's going to happen. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? We could be up, down, we could go into practical mode, panic mode. I started here. Okay, shock. Back in and out of here. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh my God, let's, go and stick my head under the duvet. What we're going to do, what we're going to do, what we're going to do. And then this started. This, for me, was insidious. I thought I was doing okay, and all of a sudden I noticed a little tick under my eye, and I was able to notice the faintest of tremors. And actually, although I thought I was okay in my head, that anxiety was building. I was going into practical mode. Oh, back here. And then the isolation, keeping myself from people because I thought they could see this. Went down here a little bit, got my head round this a little bit, kicked myself up the arse, and went straight to this. Where am I going? Where am I going? What can I do next? What can I do next? How can I get past this? How can I get past this? Then looking at what can I do? Where can I put myself? Am I still me? Am I something different? Completely ignored this bit, telling the story, and then went straight back to this and spent a lot of time round here, and then came back to bargaining and came back to here. My faith, I believe, helped keep me out of this. I believe that having the puppies to focus on for 8 weeks, a house with 10 dogs was enough to keep me focused and purposeful. But all the time I'm still here. Am I going to be the same person after this? What do I do? What do I do? Coming to acceptance, I get a plan, and then I come back here because nobody's letting me deliver this plan that I want to deliver. So I come and I spend a lot of time here. And I now know that I spend my time here and bounce in and out of here. And this is where, when I've got a plan here and I can't make it work, I come back to this one. Okay, so that's how I feel I've been for the last 6.5 years. Where am I today on that one? Do you know what? On that issue, I am absolutely okay today. And I have been for the last 8 weeks. Now, where am I with this, with social distancing and what have you? Well, I'm here. I'm here with all the COVID-19 social distancing, self-isolating. I've actually, my sister and I, we actually had a FaceTime last night, and in the last 10 days we have seen 10 days ago, that's when we saw one another last. She's only mixed with her husband. I've only mixed with my husband. Our husbands are both at work, so they're mixing with other people, but we're actually living in very small worlds, and we're both quite okay with it. So we're here. But what we're seeing is we've got people now coming out with the conspiracy theories, and they're bouncing between this anger and denial. There's got to be an ulterior motive for everything. It's between denial and anger. We've got people who are quite depressed. They're feeling overwhelmed. They're feeling trapped. They're feeling quite helpless. But we've got lots of people who are looking at life and going, well, what can I do? who can I be after this? Who do I want to be after this? So we've got lots of people in this side, but we've got as many people who are finding it quite motivating. And it's interesting when you get talking to people. So this is a grief cycle. Anything in life that introduces change can trigger grief. And I've known lots of people who have moved house, and all of a sudden they're suffering from depression. And it can be quite cruel, because you can see the strongest of people brought down. But Kubler-Ross gives us the simplest formatting, and if you have a look and see what you can take from that, and have a look and just examine yourself, and where maybe you're helping yourself, maybe where your thought patterns are not helping you so much. Our minds are so powerful in either helping or hindering, and we can tame them. We can tame them. As I've put in the footnotes, I highly recommend Susie Lawrence at Peace of Mind, based out in Brigg. She does one-to-ones, group work, and she also does distance work as well, using Skype and FaceTime and what have you. So there you go. That's today's pondering thinking. And crikey, looking at that, my life's been a bit messy, but I've got there. Take care.